Start. So there is a different type of disk by attachment, means different type of storages are there, depends upon how you are using. One is the dash. Okay, so here I am typing dash, direct attached storage or directly attached storage. Direct attached storage or directly attached storage means the way you are connected to the PC. Okay, you have a PC and there is a hard disk, that is called a dash. Very simple. Okay, what is a dash? Directly attached storage. Physically it is attached to the server. Advantages: easy to configure in expansive solution. Like in a hard disk, we have a one disk on it, right? But what are the disadvantages? Isolated because of disks are attached to a single server, less flexible for allocation. What is a dash thing? Directly attached storage. Depends upon attachments only. It is there. It's a dash means that directly attached storage. It means you have a hard disk in your system. Then based on that, okay, so based on that, it's a dash. But you have a server and you have a hard disk inside of a server, and you have a data in that one. It is quite easy, right? But problem is for people who are accessing that data, it is depends upon your physical server only. It's not isolated. You are using, they are using, and obviously data in the server is depends upon the server services, runtime, network connection, all this kind of stuff, right? It's not independent one. So then it is came with a NAS. What is a NAS? Network attached storage. It's very good. That's why it is very slow. What is NAS? Network attached storage. Network attached storage. So what is this NAS kind of stuff? We have to understand where this my notepad. Okay. Sometimes even I know, but why I'm searching in a Google, right? So no problem. If you got a doubt, also search it. Okay. To tell that one only, I'm putting in a Google. So accept thing. Okay. So network attached storage. What is network attached storage? It means it is not attached to your physical machine. First of all, it is not attached to your physical machine. It is somewhere in the network. It is somewhere in the network. We can able to access the data. We can able to access the data through network. So data will be accessed through network. Access means both. We can keep the data, we can take the data. Okay. And here few more points are there in an as. See, it is relatively inexpensive. It is a centralized storage at after price, easy to configure, slow access time because we are using a normal Ethernet. We are using a normal Ethernet. Okay, so not a enterprise solution. So it is not suitable for completely under. Here it is given. So, do you remember sharing your files? If you remember a share files, obviously this is that is simply we can say a NAS one. Sharing of files, like I shared a file from one system and other people are accessing, it is simply are maintaining a NAS only. NFS, network file system, NAS only. Okay. Okay. And so storage attached dedicated storage and access through the network share. Okay. So we can remove this one. So we can put it this one. This is content same only. Okay. Next, it is like a file sharing only, and it is a centralized server. It's centralized storage. DAS is not centralized. It is inside of a PC, inside of a server, but it is centralized through network. We can able to access. So we'll access with the file share protocols. Okay. So it is based on a file sharing thing. So file level access we are providing it is. Okay. So use your here we are use a normal Ethernet Ethernet access. We have a Ethernet access means normal network access only. Ethernet access only. It is there. Okay. Fiber normal cables only. We are using one more is there. That file access I have to tell right. Okay. It's a file level storage. It's a file level storage which use the protocols like a CIFS, NFS kind of stuff. Okay. So like Samba services, SMB share actually say SMB share. Normally sharing we called it as in a latest system called SMB share. Okay, NFS is usually you use in a Linux NFS. CAFS also we use in a Linux only. Okay, of course Windows type of sharing, Linux type of sharing, whatever it is, it's like a shared files only. For understanding, I will tell very simple. This is a system or maybe a disk storage place, and this is the clients. These are the clients. Okay. Everything is connected to network, so don't worry about it. So this everything is connected to network only. Here as I have a folder. I have a folder in this one. I have a data, and I have some another folder. I have a data. I have another folder. I have data. For example, mm, this is a folder name is D1, D2, D3. Folders. How do you access it? Very simple, right? So go through any network sharing protocol using a shared for protocol. Access the data. Very simple, right? So we are accessing. I want a D1, so I accessing it. This PC require D2, accessing. This PC may require D3 also. Access. The data is stored in one location, and we are accessing through network protocols. Network shared protocols like CAFS, NFS, like that. So this is called a NAS. Network attached storage is a file level storage. Okay, NAS. Network attached storage is a file level storage, centralized storage. Okay, understand? File level storage, centralized storage. We can access the storage with Ethernet, generally using Ethernet. It, okay, it is usually for it's like a shared folder kind of stuff, shared file kind of stuff only. We are using a protocols to access like a CFS, NFS, SMB share or a share. Normally NFS share, SMB share, nothing but Windows share only. Okay, so CIFS is a cross-platform, means Windows to Linux, Linux to Windows. CIFS, NFS is Linux to Linux. Okay, so here if you want, NFS mostly like a Linux and Unix, they told like an NFS part that is Linux to Unix kind of stuff. CFS is a common one, common internet file system. Okay, common internet file system, network file system, common inter system. It's usually in a Windows to Linux, Linux to Windows, Windows to Unix, like that it will use it. SMB is also simple message block something is there. Samba share is there. It is also using in Windows, Linux, Windows to Windows nowadays. Okay, so these are the protocols. Don't forget NAS protocols. Next one is a SAN. This is a big one. Okay, SAN is a more complex than a normal one. Storage area network. What is SAN storage? Storage area network. And that's it only. Area will be there. Attached, not attached. It is a storage area network. Very good. Yeah, here it is there now. So I will copy directly. I should be type everything. It is a storage area network. It is a block level network. What is a block level network? I will tell. Just we'll go to the PPT. We can see here it's a high availability with the most flexibility. Advantage: faster access, easily expansible, centralized storage, high level of redundancy. More expensive, requires special skills to maintain this storage. And implemented SANs by using fiber optical or a iSCSI. Okay, so iSCSI is a block level storage. First of all, remember iSCSI is a block level storage. I will tell what is the block level storage. It used to connect actually fiber optical connections is required. Fiber channels actually you should not say channels. We use the fiber optical channels or normal iSCSI we can make in a iSCSI boxes also we can do it. No, iSCSI is a common both NS and like this one. Okay, normally fiber optical channels we use to connect it. Okay, and we need a special tools like tools also used. Famous tool is target NAS SAN configuration tool. What is it? Tool. Net. No. No, not this one. Management software. Hmm. So why I'm not able to recollect the thing? Yeah, solar beams here. It maybe it will show here. So these are the tools. I don't want these tools. Net. NetApp. NetApp. I got it. NetApp. I directly down, type because I already worked on this. What I type NetApp. No, I don't want entirely NetApp. Okay, this is a NetApp is one of the um, highlighted tool. Like if you have a free time, then not now, but so we can you can try to learn this one. Like it is managing all data related or okay like this. You can it will use it to manage the SAN, NAS kind of stuff also. How to assign the NAS kind of stuff, SAN kind of stuff is there. Lot of tools are there. So, but I am putting in that app is one of the tool. Uh, free SAN, virtual SAN, free SAN. There's so many tools are there, even including I use for certain tools are there. Okay. It's a block level storage. It uses a fiber optical channels tools, centralized storage, of course. It is also a centralized storage. Okay, so because it's a block level storage, not this protocol, we are use iSCSI. The terminologies like LANs, we use a certain terminologies like LANs, logical unit numbers. So different terminologies we use here in a SAN. Okay, so the communication is not Ethernet. Here we are using a fiber optical channels only we are using. If you have a Ethernet connection, then we use FC OE also we are using. Fiber optical channel over Ethernet. FCOE means fiber optical channel over Ethernet. Normally fiber optical channel means server to storage connection, fiber optical channel. So storage to LAN connection, we use a FCOE connections here. Okay, the cost is very high. It is a actually provide a enterprise solution. It is a enterprise solution. Okay, so that is a SAN storage area network. So I told what is a block level storage. So there is a little bit confused between iSCSI and SAN. It is nothing. SAN iSCSI is converted into SAN by using a SAN ways of protocols using. Okay, that's we call it as a SAN. That's very simple. For example, this is a storage box. I have a disk. Okay, so you can configure the disk in any way. So I have a disk. So I will put a this is a disk one. Okay, now leave it right. I have a PC. This is my PC. Okay, and I have a hard disk already. Okay, this is hard disk. It stores some data. For example, my operating system stored inside of this one only. So OS is there. Now I want to work on something that the working data should be separate. Okay, so I need another disk for putting certain data. A compulsory a disk is required. I don't want shared folder. I want a, a complete set of disk. I want a disk. Now what I will do it, I'll ask my administrator. Administrator will assign a disk to you directly. Assign a disk to you directly. Where is the disk? Here. Where you are attaching here. This is called a block level storage. Where is the disk? In this system. In the system or in the storage space like this. And where you are attaching? Here. So this is called a block level storage. But for example, you have a 4 terabyte of disk, or maybe 8 terabyte of disk, or maybe some zettabytes of disk is there. You can't give the disk, right? You can't give the disk. So what you will do, you will create a LUNs, means logical unit number, on a small part of disk. For example, I need only 2 terabyte of disk. So what I do, I'll take a space from this place. Understand, in the big disk, for example, this is a 1 zettabyte of disk space, or petabyte. I'll do it again. So this is why, for example, a 4 petabyte of disk is there. Simple. Instead of terabyte, I took a petabyte. So I want 2 terabytes of disk. That's it. What I do, in a 4 terabyte, I took a small space, 2 terabyte of space from 4 petabytes. I took a 2 terabytes of space from here, and I will give it to this PC. For example, this is C1. They want a 2 terabyte of disk space. I took it from here 2 terabyte and I'm giving to it. So this is called a block. This is called a block. I'm giving you a block. It means a disk. It means disk. Block means a disk. Directly I'm giving a disk. The actual size of original disk is leave about it. But I'm giving you how much disk space you want it. I will give you disk through network, and when you see in a disk management, it shows as a disk is connected. So that is called a block level storage, and we can manage this multiple block level storage using fiber optical channels. For example, I have a multiple servers. I have a servers are there. So these servers need more storage, right? Server having operating system. For operating system, SSD is there. For example, it is not a client, it is like, think like it is a server. some server, and SSD operating system is there. So I need a data to store, some application data or something data to store. Where to store? I can't keep on adding a physical disk, right? So what I'll do, I am having a disk here, and what I'm doing is I took some space from the disk and I will give it here as a block. Okay, so this is called a block level storage. Okay, so that's the difference: file level storage and block level storage. So what is a file level storage? Again, we'll come back to the file level storage. For example, I'm a client. Okay, I'm a client, and I have to put my data into the central PC, into centralized storage. Okay, so I will put it. So for example, okay, this is the disk is there now. Here I created a folder. Remember what I'm saying. I created directory or a folder, and I given a permission to access by this user. I given access to this user. So this user can access this folder, and he will mount on this client. He keep the files here. Just I'm sharing a file. I'm sharing a directory. So the user can access the directory and keep the data or access the data. So data is stored here in a folder. Data is stored in a folder. Understand, that is called a file level one. So how to do it? Using sharing protocols only. Here it is. Here is a block level storage. So I will create a block in my storage space, and I am giving the block to the PC, so that the PC will attach this one through network only. Means actually it is here only. It is not here. Actually it is here, but it is visible here. It is visible here. Like this is disk one. For example, this is a disk 0, and this is look like a disk 1 only. Okay, if you see real time, then you will understand. Of course, not real time, so lab also we can see. So this is called a block level storage. So SAN follows block level storage, NAS follows file level storage. That's it. Okay, and there is a lot of things are there. There is a raw storage things. This is a which servers which maintain the SAN. This is switch connections are there. If in case one path is failure, it will connect it to another path. That's why it is high level redundancy is also there. Configuration is there. One guy is giving free course, but you can try it. Cache, least complex, lowest setup cost, means directly attached storage. NAS, best solution for specific situations, complementary to DAS and NAS because it's a central but not highly cost. It's okay cost, not much complex. But SAN is a complex one, high performance, but more cost is there. Okay, that is. This is a block level storage and file level storage, high performance, SAN based, lens to server, present lens to server, not the cost effective. So it's not much simple cost you will get it. So file level storage delivered via NAS storage server or file server, file share protocol like a CAFS SMB or NFS like a export protocol, uses block level storage and a storage backend. So this is a so as a storage backend it is using, but it's not a block level storage. Next is a fiber channel is there. Component includes SAN, HBA cards. Okay, fiber channel over Ethernet. So many things are there. So we'll go SAN fiber channel. There is a lot of devices we are using here. So you can go to images. Okay, so there are normal images like this is the fiber optical cables. You can see is it connected? How it is connected? Fiber optical channels. Okay, this is the storage switches, LAN, Ethernet like that. It is there. So this is a storage with the switches and all. I want a device. So I will go to HBA. HBA. So this is a connector. See, for system connector it is. You can see it's a fiber optical connector. So fiber optical plug is going directly to this one. Okay. So like you have a server, then you can connect it to that one. See, this is you can see it is a server, and there are inserting these connections. Okay, like this. So multiple channels, fiber optical connections. Like this. Why fiber optical? Because it's a very faster. That's it. So data center, you can see a data center. There are a lot of cables are running. See, this is jungle. Okay, this is a cable jungle. Okay, everything is numbered. So remember how data centers look like. Because when you go to the cloud, then we should know difference between data center and cloud. This is a front end back end of data center. That one, how it is there. So a lot of images you can search it and you will understand lot of things. Okay, so this is about your so many are there. Okay, but it's okay, leave it. Last one is iSCSI. So what is the iSCSI with there? So just